Shalom, shalom. Hey, this is part two of, hey, who is the enemy? And let's get into this thing, man. Hey, hey, the last precept I brought out was Deuteronomy 28 and verse 48. I'm gonna bring that out again. But before that, hey, I'm gonna give a Kal Halal Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Shalom to all the mighty brothers out there and bound and doing the works. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord. Hey, they praying. Hey, they studying. Hey, they reading scripts. Hey, they reading the scriptures. Hey, they breaking it down. They doing the works of the Lord, man, through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they all praise to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom to all the sisters out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, reverencing their husband. Hey, keeping their head covered. You know what I'm saying? Being steadfast, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they cooking, cleaning, sewing. Hey, being a teacher of good things to the kids at home. And shalom to the children out there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's obeying their parents. You know what I'm saying? That's being obedient. That's honoring their parents when they're there and when they're not there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, honoring your parents when you're at school. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because your parents not going to tell you to go off. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so you doing what you're supposed to do. While you're home and while you're away from home, and you're staying steadfast and you're studying and you being diligent. Shalom to the whole nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Shalom. But like the last video, I was going into who is your enemy? Salakia, allergies. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to know this thing, man. Hey, so we won't be out here, how Jake say. So we won't be lacking out here. So we won't. Because you can't trust them, man. As I expounded on in the last video. Hey, we can't trust the so-called Edomites. Not the so-called Edomites, the so-called white man, which is the Edomites. It's lucky. You know what I'm saying? We can't trust the Edomites, man. We can't trust the so-called white man. We can't trust in these other nations, man. We only gotta believe and trust in our people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, our people been lied to, telling us, you know what I'm saying? Hey, by these so-called white men, these Edomites, hey, that we hate each other, and that we supposed to hate each other, and that we supposed to shoot each other, and that we supposed to leave our wife, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and our wife, hey, y'all don't need no man. They telling us this thing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and we need each other. Hey, last time I checked, you know what I'm saying? Hey, looking back at history, and we came over here together as slaves, you know what I'm saying? As bound men and women. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and our children came into slavery too. So now it's like now we in this land of our captivity. It's like we all against each other, but we all loving the damn other nations. These damn so-called white man, which is the Edomites, and these so-called Arabs, you know what I'm saying, which is the damn Ishmaelites. You know what I'm saying? Hey, these so-called Chinese men and Vietnamese people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, which is the so-called Moabite man and the Ammonites. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we can't love these people, man. These people would be in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, to us, man. But hey, let me get into it, man. So last time I checked, hey, the Lord, hey, Adam said that Salaki, let me bring that back out. Genesis 27. Read that again. This is what Esau's blessing is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Lord said, and Esau, this is the book of Genesis chapter 27 and verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Like he begged his father for a blessing. Hey, like, dang, you bless Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you bless him. Hey, bless me. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So look, the Lord said, hey, when they come into power, you know what I'm saying? Hey, well, hey, guess what? They're gonna break our yoke, you know what I'm saying? Hey, from them serving us, hey, off their neck, and they gonna go off on us, man. And look what they done. Look what they done to our people, man. Well, look what they done, man. Look what they doing, man. Hey, look at what that man just did, man. Went to that damn Tops out there in Buffalo, New York, man. Hey, and shot our people down like they was nothing. Hey, Esau lied to you through this music that he push in our hoods, in our hoods, in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because that's where we live at, most of us in the damn hood. And all we hearing in our hoods, in our areas, you know what I'm saying, is murder rap, hey, drug rap, hey, you know what I'm saying, whore rap. You know what I'm saying? Hey, telling our women that you know what I'm saying, hey, to be righteous, to be self-righteous whores, man. Hey, and to tell our young brothers to be killers and adulterers, man. Hey, and fornicators. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they telling our people to do. Kill each other. Hey, y'all kill each other, and look, they're gonna sit back and they're gonna watch. Cause when have you ever seen an ambulance pull up in the hood on time when a so-called black man got shot? Hey, they always die on their way to the hospital. They don't ever make it, or they make it there and die in the hospital. Hey man, hey, when do you ever see that happen? When you ever see, how often do you hear about a so-called black man or a black woman that suffered from a damn bullet wound? You know what I'm saying? Hey, get saved by a damn doctor. You don't hear it that much. You don't hear it. They always die on their way to the doctor, and they die in the ambulance, or they die at the hospital. They couldn't save them. If it's somewhere, hey, but look, man, hey, I'm gonna stay to the topic, man. Hey, who our enemy is? The Lord just said, Isaac blessed, Isaac gave Esau the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. The fatness of, he said, right here, it said right here in 39, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. I mean, in the fullness. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he run this whole damn world. Hey, everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so-called American army bases somewhere in America. And they run this whole down. This spiritual Babylon, which is America. They run this whole Sodom and Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Which is the land of homosexuals and bondage. They run this stuff, man. They running this thing. We ain't running nothing. Jake ain't doing nothing but running their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Hey, complaining and weeping and moaning and groaning about their captivity. You know what I'm saying? Hey, because look, they didn't gave you a little bit of money. They didn't gave you a little bit of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a little bit of diamonds. You know what I'm saying? Hey, a little whip or something, or a nice little house. That y'all not in captivity, man. Hey, I bet if this world, hey, all this electricity go out right now, hey, y'all gonna be the same as every other so-called black man and black woman. Hey, when Jacob's trouble come. Hey, we gotta get ready for that, man. I mean, and the only way we're gonna get ready for that, hey, is as we repent. We repent and come back to this law, man. To this book that the so-called white man, hey, try to use as a weapon to us. When this is our weapon. This was our weapon for them. To get through this captivity, man. Hey, to come back to the Lord, man. Hey, to know how to live in this thing. Because our people are destroyed for knowledge, man. For lack of knowledge, man. Salakia. Hosea 4:6. This is what the Lord said, man. We bring that precept out. Hey, the Lord said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, in Hosea chapter 4:6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. So look, man, hey, we ain't gonna be no priests. We ain't gonna want to be out here telling our people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, wake up. Hey, the Lord, the end of times is coming. Hey, we ain't gonna warn our people from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hey, his destruction. We ain't gonna be wanting to do that. We ain't gonna be no priest to the Lord. The Lord ain't gonna look at us like, damn, you was a righteous servant. No, he ain't gonna do that. He's gonna look at us like, well, you ain't no priest to me. You ain't preach my word. You ain't wake my people up. Hey, you gonna be destroyed with the heathen, man. Look, hey, let's go to Obadiah. The book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 4. So look, this gonna prove that that Esau is our enemy. Right here. This gonna prove it. This is gonna prove it. Right here. That the so-called white man is our enemy and that they run this world. The so-called America. The spiritual Babylon. This gonna prove who Esau really is in this present world, in this present day and time. This is gonna prove it, because the Bible is a book of prophecy. It speaks of things from old on things that's happening right now in this present day. This is the real prophecy right here. So look, this is what the Lord said right here. And it said right here, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 4. It said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So look, they said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, America's bird, this so-called America, this spiritual Babylon, hey, the Romans, hey, they had the eagle as their emblem. The insignia is the eagle. They symbolize this big, great bird. Hey, and they always in tall buildings, man. Hey, tall buildings creating their crafty council. And these buildings that you see downtown in your cities, man. Hey, running, hey, pulling the strings to everything. Sitting in the high places. They always at the top. And they got these big skyscraper buildings. And the CEO of that damn building is always at the top. At the top floor. The top tier. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and he said, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, very high, thence I will bring thee down. The Lord said he's going to bring their ass down. So that goes to show you right there that, hey, it said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Who exalt themselves as the eagle? Hey, when you see the American flag, you know what I'm saying? Hey, when you see the eagle, you think of America. This spiritual Babylon, man. Hey, that's white. That's the so-called white man. That is the so-called white man. Hey, look on the back of a quarter, man. It's like it. What's that, man? What's that? See that? The Lord said, Obadiah 1 and 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. See that? That's your damn enemy. Kyle Rittenhouse. The officer, I forget his name, the so-called white man, the officer that put his foot on George Floyd's neck. Hey, these so-called white men that wear them red hoods that's still out here running around today, and ain't none of them been arrested. And they a whole damn white supremacist group. Nobody has been arrested. Ain't no RICO for them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't none of that. Hey, these so-called white men with badges and colors, they the biggest gang. They the biggest gang, and the higher ups, the ones that's creating this crafty council, are the ones that's pulling all the strings to this thing. Hey, do this, do that. They sitting their heads like they the mob, because they are, and they here to take our people out, and they keep our people in captivity and keep their foot on our neck. So look, Let's go on further on who the enemy is. Let's go to Romans. This is what the Lord said. Since we being racist, right? I had somebody tell me, "Oh, you racist. You're racist." I had a so-called white man almost pull a gun out on me the other day, man. Cause I told him, "Hey, the Lord hates you. And he gonna put you into captivity." That's what I told him. See, when you in this truth, hey, when you fear the Lord more than you fear man, hey, that ain't a so-called ain't no gun going. You ain't gonna fear no gun. You ain't gonna fear no jail time. Hey, let me bring that out. This is the book of Luke. The book of Luke, chapter 22, and verse 33. Hey, because our people scared of the damn jail. Our people scared of jail. Our people scared to die because they don't want to lose everything that they own in this world. Hey, you can't take none of that stuff with you anyway. You can't take it with you. Hey, you can't take your lamb to the grave and to heaven with you. The Lord ain't taking that. Hey, you can't take all your Balenciagas. You can't take your damn your damn $30,000 outfit. You can't take your $250,000 in chains and jewelry. You can't take that. All that's gonna go out. Hey, all that's gonna perish when the Lord come back, man. But this is how you gotta be in this thing. This is what this truth make you like. Right here, the Lord said right here in the book of Luke, chapter 22, and verse 33. And he said unto him, Lord, I am ready to go with thee both into prison and to death. Hey, that's Peter, man. Hey, the Lord, he said, hey, I'm ready to go to prison and to death about you, about this truth, about this law, about these commandments. You can't fear them, man. Hey, we gotta fear the Lord more than we fear the man. It's lucky. So you gotta be ready to go to prison and to death. But hey, look, this is what the Lord said about them, man. Hey, because look, you can't spare them, man. You can't spare these people, man. So the Lord said in Isaiah, man, Isaiah 58:1, hey, cry aloud, spare not, and show thy people thy transgressions, man. Hey, show our people, you know what I'm saying? Hey, our people, the ones that's out here, you know what I'm saying, robbing, stealing, killing, raping, you know what I'm saying? Our women out here, and spreading genocide, you know what I'm saying, to our youth, you know what I'm saying? Hey, making this murder music, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we gotta call out to our people, hey, righteously, you know what I'm saying? Call them back to righteousness. You know what I'm saying? And righteousness is repenting and following these laws, statutes, commandments. But look, this is what the Lord said about Esau, man. It's the book of Romans, chapter 9, and verse 13. This is what the Lord said. I'm gonna start at verse 12. Like I said, and it was said to her, the Lord was talking about Rebecca, and it was said to her, the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 13, this is Romans 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau, so-called white man, have I hated. Hey, we are the people of Jacob, man. We are from the 12 tribes of Israel, man. You know, Jacob had 12 sons. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and they made up 12 tribes, man. 12 tribes of different people, different. Hey, we are all the same nationality of people, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Dominicans, and Puerto Ricans and Cubans. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Mayans. You know what I'm saying? Hey, them. You know what I'm saying? The Aztecs. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all of us, you know what I'm saying, it's 12 more, it's a few more, man, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we all the Lord's chosen people. We are the Lord's chosen people, man. But guess what? Esau, the Lord don't love you. It's a message, man. Hey, all that wickedness that you doing, all these lies that you spread, and hey, all this genocide that you investing in to keep our people in sin. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you're gonna be put to death, man. It's a message to it's a message to these damn devils out here killing our people, man, for nothing. You know what I'm saying? For nothing. This for them down, this down crafty counsel that's in them high places. This for them. Hey, y'all gonna be put to death, man. Hey, y'all kingdom is almost over. The Lord hates you. The Lord hates you for that, man. Because he know you're a profane, wicked person. He said that. Y'all some homosexuals. Y'all love doing stuff with animals. Y'all profane people. And the Lord gonna put y'all to death, man. Let's go to Malachi, man. It's the book of Malachi. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1. And I'm going to start off at verse 2. It said, I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. You see that? Hey, and people say that the Lord loves everybody. No, he only loves the people of Israel. And that's who he's going back to save. As long as we turn back. You know what I'm saying? We revert out of everything that we have grown up to know. This Christianity. Hey, this Islam stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this damn eating pork, being an independent. Oh, you in this religion, you in that religion. Hey, well, this is not a religion. Hey, this is who we are. This is our nationality. We are not with the society of the so-called we are not what this wicked society labeled us, entitled us to be. The Lord called us, his chosen people, man. Hey, the Lord said, we are a special, peculiar people. Hey, let me get that out. Hey, because I'm going to throw a part 3 to this. I'm getting on them through the Spirit. Before I close out this video, let me get this up. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. The Lord said, it's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord said, we are the chosen people. We are a special people. We above all people. We chosen above all these other nations of people above the earth. That's on the earth, man. We chose over the damn so-called white man, and we chose over the damn so-called Arab man, and we chose over the damn so-called Chinese man. We chose over the so-called African man, and we chose over the so-called Japanese, and so on and so forth, man. The people of Israel, man. The 12 tribes of Israel. The people, the bloodline of Jacob, man. We are the chosen people of the Lord. And the Lord requires a thing of us. That's all. And he requires us to be obedient, to repent, to follow these commandments. With that, Kwame Australia, be back with a part 3 through the Spirit.